Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the daily message for January 25th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is fluid. Not every reading is going to be for you, so please do only take with you the messages that resonate and leave behind the rest. This is a general collective daily message. So although it is not sign specific, I will call out any zodiac signs throughout the reading that you may be dealing with, that you might be or have in your chart. But before we jump in with the cards today, I kind of want to talk about a very significant transit. We've had Mercury in retrograde in Aquarius, and today it transitions back into Capricorn in retrograde. So, Mercury is the planet of communication, okay? And I feel a lot of information is coming through when it comes to exposure with secrets or anything that really has been concealed. So I feel a lot of intense, grounded revelations in the energies today, especially when it comes to home structures and home life. What I heard was the truth awaits. So I kind of feel with Pluto involved with all of this energy, whatever needs to be released is coming to light with a vengeance. So I kind of feel a truth needs to be spoken. And I feel this really is pushing many of us in the essential direction for our spiritual journey. So get ready for some intensity, for something to be revealed that's been hidden below the surface. And I feel as we inch closer to February 14th, this is bringing in major closure. When we think back to December, we've been pushing towards closing out all of these major cycles. And I feel this is in preparation for some union energy moving forward. So get ready for something to come to a complete end in order for you to restore your focus when it comes to stepping into this new spiritual direction. So let's jump in with the cards, guys, and see what needs to come through for the collective today. I think somebody's fearful. Maybe somebody's afraid of some truth being exposed. I do think a lot of illusions of the mind are being shattered in today's energy. And somebody is really going to need to surround themselves in some healing light, because there is a lot of unwanted thoughts when it comes to the planet of communication. And there is a need to release any negative circumstances. So let's see what needs to come through for the collective today. I think somebody's been in the dark night of the soul, especially with all of this retrograde energy, all of this Capricorn energy. So, the dark night of the soul is not a nice place to be. I remember when I was in that dark night of the soul energy, and it really is this very deep, dark evaluation of your life, your past life history, your purpose, what you came here for. We all have a purpose this life. So I think unveiling, a big unveiling energy in the energies today when it comes to some evolution, some expansion, and some growth. So somebody here needs to find their soul tribe to really seek out those high vibration partnerships and friendships that are going to contribute to your growth, your expansion, your spiritual learning. And I feel get rid of anybody or anything that really has been depleting you and stagnating you. I think you might want to get your chakras tuned up. So, clear up them chakra pathways so the energy that's flowing through can be maximized to reach your fullest potential. And, as we journey through the dark night of the soul and embrace our spiritual journey, a lot of the journey really is done in solitude. So where are you needing to go into that quiet introspection to relax the mind in order to disconnect from any chaotic energies? Because I do feel somebody's transitioning out of the dark night of the soul as all of this truth is unveiled about your purpose and your spiritual mission. I think get ready to step into a new experience. I do think a lot of third eye vision activations when it comes to prophetic sight and messages that you are seeing from the divine realms, from the angelic realms. There's a lot of powerful visions and symbolism coming through when it comes to your soul's evolution. So I think you might be in a relationship situation that is about to shift in a very dynamic way. I think somebody here is in a very tough relationship situation. They've been in the dark night of the soul. They've been in this deep, dark depression, sifting through all that has been unveiled. And I feel it's kind of time to take that leap of faith in a new direction. reconciliation. As we inch closer to the end of the week, we do have Venus retrograde turning direct, which is going to bring a lot of reunion energy when it comes to connections from the past. So stay in the present moment. Stay in the present moment today, because I do feel a deep spiritual connection is on the horizon. Whether you've met this person, this life, or not, there's time. This is a time of reunion. So get ready to receive a message or some communication, because there is a very vital, soulful dynamic here that is involved with your greater purpose. And maybe get ready for an epiphany, a realization when it comes to a soul message. And there's that, and there's a soul connection, sorry. And there's that message coming through. So get ready to receive communication. Maybe you've kind of given up hope when it comes to a reconciliation. Maybe you're not going to be ready for this message to come through. Maybe it's going to come through email, social media, text message, or maybe somebody's going to show up at your door. But there's a major pivot point, and somebody's getting ready to make a substantial decision when it comes to their pathway moving forward, really heeding that guidance from spirit when it comes to breaking free from a very dark, tough situation. So get ready for a reconciliation in the energies today. Let's see what else needs to come through with the tea leaf deck. I think somebody's dealing with an arrogant, boastful person. I wouldn't want to cross that person. I think somebody has been waiting for news when it comes to love. So maybe there's a block that needs to be removed when it comes to a cocky, arrogant person that's trying to block somebody's path forward. But I think if you've been waiting for news, news is about to arrive, because somebody's been taking a vacation. I think somebody's been checked out mentally, physically, because of a very arrogant person. And I think there's a lot of karmic knots being untied in the energies, and somebody knows it's time to take action, to act bravely through the heart, that heart of a lion. You think of like the Wizard of Oz, and the lion didn't have any courage. So I think somebody's been lacking courage to take action, to undo a very karmic situation with a very arrogant, boastful person. And I think somebody's getting ready to take a step back before they take action. So if you've been waiting on some news to arrive, a package or a letter, I think love is in the air today, and somebody's laser focused on breaking free from this very arrogant person, somebody all up in their ego, controlling, jealous, boastful, just plain rude. And I think that's going to be the trigger for somebody to find their strength, their fortitude, and their determination to take action towards a romantic partnership, perhaps towards offering a reconciliation, seeking a reconciliation. So major karmic cycles are closing out. People, places, and things are getting eclipsed out of our lives in order for us to take back our personal strength, our power, work through any fears. I think somebody's been thinking about bringing forward an offer. I don't think there's been communication, and there's that sacral chakra blocked. I also feel some passion being ignited, a very sexual connection here, and somebody wants victory is kind of what I feel. So major cycles ending in the energies, and I think somebody's been dealing with a lot of deceit, an arrogant, boastful person that's really been deceiving somebody, holding them back from this doorway to romance, this doorway to value. And I think blocks are about to be removed, because somebody's receiving the downloads when it comes to a brand new doorway opening up that's going to bring forward a lot of love and a lot of abundance, because abundance is an inside job. And when your heart is open and in the flow, everything just flows through with ease and grace. So somebody here is being deceived. You better be careful, because somebody here is not telling the truth. And maybe this deception really has prevented somebody from opening up their heart. I think there's an Empress at play here. Somebody is getting ready to come forward in exact appreciation for a feminine energy. And now we have the thinking woman. So there was a true pair that come out, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and there's a karmic rebalancing when it comes to these energies. So I would like to read into that deceit energy, because I do feel when we are in that dark night of the soul, we can so easily be manipulated by, you know, arrogant, boastful people that really don't have a clue. So I kind of feel maybe somebody here is needing to get honest with themselves and with others. And in order to attract romance and light and love and value in your life, it's going to take rigorous honesty and integrity. So I kind of feel somebody's been put on notice that this deceitful energy from the past is over. This ain't gonna fly no more is what I'm thinking. So something is about to come to an end. A karmic cycle is being dissolved because somebody is coming out of that dark evaluation and they've really developed their perceptive skills, I feel. So communication is in focus. I think get ready to receive some news. A new doorway is opening on a deeper level when it comes to a spiritual connection. So, you know, whatever self-deceit somebody's been sifting through, that period is rounding a close. So somebody, I think, is ready to own their truth, to step into their true value, their true power, and to know that they are deserving of everything that they are worthy of. So I think somebody is getting ready to be honest with themselves regarding any repressed truth in order to bring value into their life. So I kind of feel a lot of duplistic energies. Maybe somebody's been, you know, hiding their tactics when it comes to moving forward. Either way, there's been some deception going on below the surface. And I feel this is stemming around a personal issue when it comes to this deep, dark evaluation of some past choices. And I feel maybe somebody's spreading rumors. Maybe you need to be aware of somebody spreading rumors and disrespecting you because somebody here thinks they're running the show. And I feel it's kind of time to watch your back. Maybe somebody's been holding somebody's money ransom, financially manipulating a situation. So you might want to watch your money is another big message today. I think you got to make sure everything you do is done with honest sincerity. And I feel a deep layer of, you know, unveiling when it comes to these misguided falsehoods is coming through in the energies today because somebody's been holding somebody's self-esteem for ransom, you know, holding them back from going after their happiness. And I think it's about time somebody break free from this negative situation. Although it might be hard, it's kind of time to step into honoring experiences. So release any shroudedness when it comes to self-doubt because maybe that's been the block in the first place. Self-doubt. Maybe somebody's been feeding somebody's fear, creating all kinds of knotted drama in and around them. But I think the time is now to bring that to the surface because there is a loving man here. Somebody's hiding behind a mask, maybe in a family structure. There's something getting transformed because somebody's letting go of something toxic. Maybe releasing somebody that's been wearing a mask, that's been deceiving them because love is in focus. Romantic offer, coming forward with a romantic gesture. Somebody is opening up the door to romance, but let's see what these influencing energies are when it comes to this message today for the collective. What else can you tell me about these energies today? Somebody's about to break free. I think there is a major loss. Somebody is dealing with somebody that doesn't appreciate anything that they do. Somebody is feeling very undervalued, very underappreciated, and there's going to be profound life change. This is a milestone moment. I think deception is being exposed as somebody taps into the vastness of their own cosmic intelligence is what's coming through. Because true love is in focus and somebody is planning to take action. I think major lessons being learned, and true love truly is an inside job. So I do feel somebody is looking at a very powerfully loving, divine feminine energy, and somebody is planning to take action towards this true loving connection. I feel the energy is shifting as a cycle comes to a close, a cycle riddled with deception, lies, secrets, hidden motivations, because it's time to restore some balance. I feel victory is around the corner as somebody breaks free from a very toxic situation. I think a cycle is winding to a close. If you've experienced a loss, the universe is going to replace it with something so much better than what you had before. So somebody's deciding which plan of action they're going to take, I think, when it comes to a love offer. And maybe there is a spiritual teacher here guiding somebody out of that dark night of the soul energy. let's read into that today a little bit. I do want to read into the teacher energy and the planning and action. So 116 for the teacher, Tower energy. I think major Tower energy. I kind of feel it's time to get grounded in a new spiritual practice. Maybe there is a spiritual teacher already practicing a spiritual vocation daily, but I kind of feel somebody is getting ready to open up their heart and to remember a deep spiritual connection in order to guide them in this new direction where they are going to receive what it is that they deserve. I think somebody might not even expect this communication coming forward, but I feel this deep spiritual, psychological understanding when it comes to this uncomfortable evaluation in the dark night of the soul. So I think Spirit is pouring light down on a situation when it comes to these intricacies, when it comes to this arrogant person, this deceptive energy, in order for this assistance to be brought forward. I think there's a lot of confusion, though, about a situation or relationship, and I think there's a major reevaluation taking place. And I think somebody knows there is somebody that can help them, that truly does love them. So I think they're getting ready to take action. I think a major investigation when it comes to the most honoring solution moving forward, because I do feel it is decision time, and it's kind of time to get your life back in balance is a big message. So let's see what's being evaluated. Mending. Maybe it's time to mend a broken connection from the past. I think somebody's being faced with a lot of chaos and conflict in order to get them to go in a new direction, to, heed that guidance from Spirit. I think it's time to move houses. Maybe somebody's packing up and moving home. Maybe there's going to be a fight today because somebody's been at that fork in the road, and the time is now for healing. So what is being evaluated? It's time to clean this mess up. I think a major karmic cycle coming to a close, somebody getting ready to rise in their personal authority because they're getting ready to travel towards the land of milk and honey. There's a regeneration here when it comes to a connection that feels like home. There's somebody getting abandoned in the energy when it comes to these toxic patterns in order for somebody to go where the heart belongs. I feel a deep spiritual connection here. It's time to bring something back around from the past, an unfinished symphony. There's going to be a rebirth, a revival, and a renewal when it comes to mending a connection from the past. Because yes, this is your soulmate. You are destined to be with this person. It's kind of time to come to the edge, to take that leap of faith, because you can't stay stuck forever. And I feel this evaluation time is over. And although the pathway isn't exactly clear, you have to leap first, and the universe will catch you. So stay in the present moment. Somebody's entering the land of milk and honey, and I think things are about to get so much better very quickly. I think a lot of wisdom has been gained going through this dark night of the soul evaluation. And I think somebody's getting ready to open the doorway to a brand new experience, to stay in the present moment. And I think maybe somebody is experiencing a loss, and I think it does hurt. Maybe somebody's working through some abandonment fears when it comes to going in this new direction. But I think it's time to release the past in order to step into this future timeline is what's coming through. So we do have an unfinished symphony here, guys. And I think something is coming back around from the past because the time is now for this cycle to close out. There's definitely unfinished business here, an incomplete lesson when it comes to somebody from the past. Maybe there's been a lack of closure, and I think maybe it's time to make amends once and for all. So it's kind of time to tie up all of those loose ends. It's time to complete this cycle once and for all, because it's time to step into mastery, to step into being that healer, that coach, that guide for others. Before you can move forward, you have to come to terms with where you are at now. And before you come to terms with where you are at now, that's going to take radical acceptance. So I think this inventory of all of this past emotional baggage is coming to a close. And whatever answers you've been seeking are about to come forward. So, whoever's stuck in this dark evaluation, they're not allowed to move forward until this business is finished once and for all. So I think a lot of reflection when it comes to what has passed and what needs to finally end in order to step into this new higher timeline. So we all hate endings. I know it sucks. Endings are never easy. It's never easy to move on, you know, when there's lingering drama, when there's stuff that's left unsaid. So I think if there's not been that opportunity for closure, if there was a relationship left open-ended in the past, it's time for closure within the heart. And I think somebody's been feeling all trapped up in their head when it comes to this closure that's been denied to them. And it's maybe time to make that phone call, to send that message, and to have that conversation once and for all. In order to have that peace of mind, that conversation needs to be had and amends need to be made. First and foremost, I think somebody's been refusing to declare their feelings. And, you know, when we deny what's on the heart, we're left with all of this unresolved trauma and issues. So you can't leave the doorway half open to the past. In order to set yourself free, there has to be that conversation and that closure to commence. So if you want to start a new cycle in love, you better make sure to close the door on the past first and foremost, because new opportunities are opening up when it comes to abundance and wealth and building from the heart. So I think it's kind of time for somebody to get their grind on and to complete a cycle that is needing to close out once and for all. So I think when unfinished business, spins you into this dark night of the soul energy, you know, it's really cast a dark shadow over somebody's life. And this procrastination, when it comes to having that conversation, has been a deep, deep form of self-sabotage. So, you know, it's never in your best interest to stall, to put things off, to leave things open-ended. It's always better to come forward and speak that truth. Don't hold back, because whatever you've overlooked is coming back full force to be addressed. And you can't deliver a new cycle until you tie up these loose ends from the past first. So, you know, Spirit wants you to win. And if you want to win, then you got to finish what you started before you start something new is a big, big message. So let's see what needs to come through with the tarot when it comes to today's message. There's that forgiveness. Open-ended door, you know, somebody left a doorway open, and then now they need to clean up that past baggage. I think somebody's hurt. Maybe somebody betrayed somebody in the past and they didn't want to look at it. And now they're going to be begging for forgiveness because they want healing. I think wish fulfillment is in focus. Somebody here is deeply hurt. I think somebody betrayed themselves and has broken their own heart. And there's about to be a karmic rebalancing in the energies, because somebody here is deeply hurting. Somebody here regrets some past mistakes. And I think a lot is being unveiled when it comes to some communication that is needing to come forward. So we're going to see what needs to come through in the energies today. 9 of Cups, Queen of Swords, 2 of Wands reversed. So wish fulfillment, and I think, you know, the only barrier between wish fulfillment is having to face this Queen of Swords. I think she already knows the truth. She's been waiting for communication. She's got her sword raised. So I kind of feel somebody's getting the rug pulled out from under them because they've been at that fork in the road. The pathway's been illuminated and somebody's been ignoring that higher pathway. So I think get ready for some communication. Somebody's coming forward with an offer. And I think this is the end of not valuing somebody that they should have valued the first time around. I kind of feel somebody here has lost their passion. I also feel somebody very angry and enraged because they went down the wrong pathway. And I think they're angry with themselves. They're lashing out. They didn't value this Empress, and I think they're about to go through profound life change and transformation. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo with the Magician. We also got Gemini with the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I think there's been a major imbalance, and the time is now to right some past wrongs. And I think there's a masculine very angry with himself. I think he's lost his passion for life. I think he's been emotionally withdrawn, and he's trying to manifest coming in with that open-hearted conversation, because it's time for truth. I think somebody played into some very addictive behaviors, toxicity, addictions, extreme codependencies, obsessions. And I think they're feeling very left out in the cold when it comes to, you know, maybe working together. They didn't put the work in the past. They played into their arrogant ego and they walked away from wish fulfillment. And I kind of feel the time is now for rigorous honesty. I think the time is now to come out of that dark night of the soul, that very uncomfortable, painful life evaluation, and to finally do the work to heal some past betrayals. I think that final nail in the coffin, it's time to close this out. Things are getting worse. Get ready to receive some communication, because there is an unfinished symphony here. Somebody walked away prematurely, and I think the time is now for that heart healing, because there's an awakening, revelations, an aha moment, and somebody is, you know, coming after that brand new beginning in love. I think somebody here will be coming back begging for forgiveness for the lies, for the deception, cheating, stealing, because their world is dark, it's hopeless, and it's kind of time to start that new cycle. Somebody's feeling like a fool, but they're getting ready to take that leap of faith, because there is no healing in their life. It's dark. I think maybe what was done to this Empress has now been done to this other person in order for a cycle to completely close out, because there is a lack of healing here. And the time is now to restore a balance within a broken connection. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Libra, Aries, Leo, Sag. We have Libra, Gemini, but I think the time is now to do the hard work. So what is this Queen of Swords about, please? Four of Wands, Two of Cups, Queen of Wands reverse. Maybe a third party got in the mix. There's that arrogant, boastful, jealous, possessive, controlling person. And then we've got this beautiful Queen of Swords. I think, you know, this Queen of Swords could represent an ex. I think she's speaking the truth. She's embodying the truth. She's got nothing to hide. She's not lying about anything here. And maybe this Queen of Wands is raging, lashing out. We do have two people here that are very angry. I think fighting all the time. I think it was a lustful, passionate connection. Now, neither of them have any sexual passion for one another. There ain't no sexual activity there. They don't even have a sex drive for one another. I think this masculine, all he can think about is this union with this Queen of Swords, this deep spiritual connection, wanting to come in and put in the work, because he didn't before, and it's a big, 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 big loss. And I think there's a karmic rebalancing, because somebody's going through a very painful ego death, quite possibly even a near-death experience when it comes to the rug being pulled out from under them. Tell me more about this King of Cups, please. Illumination, Queen of Cups, about a soulmate connection, wanting to send a message. So we have a true pair here. There is a lot of love here. But if you can see the way the cards are laid out, this King of Cups now realizes his soulmate has turned her back. And that is coming into illumination. And I feel this really is triggering some communication to come forward. Somebody's about to boss up and do the right thing, take control of their life. The Emperor is a boss, a leader, a father, and he did not value his Empress in the past. And this is triggering a very painful, profound life transformation, because the time is now, because this masculine's been watering a foundation with a bunch of rats in the mix, a bunch of gossip in the mix, and there's lies, there's secrets here. And there's a need to release, this need to win at all costs. I feel somebody's getting ready to move homes. There's likely a lot of financial struggles in the energy, because somebody needs to apologize to their true soulmate, who I feel they deeply betrayed in the past. So could be dealing with an Aries. But let's talk about this Empress reversed, please. Communication, because there's a cycle not closed out. I think somebody's been struggling with a lot of internal conflicting energies about coming forward with communication. I think if there's been blocked communication, get ready, because somebody's been struck with the rods of love, and there's about to be a lot of passionate communication back and forth, because there's an unfinished symphony here. And I think maybe a lot of players got in the mix. Maybe somebody was playing a lot of head games in the past, back and forth, in and out, non-committal. And I think that's about to be taken to the ground. There's going to be some harsh communication, maybe something you don't want to hear. Either way, there's a false foundation crumbling, and there's exposure when it comes to these past energies, when it comes to this deception. This Empress was betrayed, and I feel something is crumbling down because it's time to consciously release that burden once and for all. What is this death energy, please? Yeah, death. Again, Six of Pentacles, walking away from something toxic. Definitely exposure. I think somebody, you know, has denied the pain on their heart, and somebody is ready to heal a broken connection because they want a brand new beginning. I feel they see a passionate brand new beginning here, a new creative spark, igniting their passions, and somebody's coming in with a solid offer because there's been blocks when it comes to fear of having victory, and I think somebody's getting ready to offer a solid committed partnership. They've been planning behind the scenes to take action, and I think the time is now. So very soon, communication is coming. So what else can you tell me about this message, please? Keep an open mind. I think keep an open mind. There's a lot of passion here, and I think somebody really wants to restore some passion. And I think, yeah, there's that struggling financially. This is without a doubt a very deep past life connection. So get ready for a reunion on the horizon. I think you're not going to expect this message, but it's coming in hot and heavy. I think keeping positive thoughts will allow a positive outcome when it comes to this message. What else can you tell me, Spirit? What are their last messages need to come through? I think partnership always requires compromise, an open mind, a loving heart. I think maybe somebody didn't want to compromise in the past, and you know, I think they're learning that they've really self-sabotaged a deep spiritual connection, and I think this hurts. So I think somebody's getting ready to walk away from something very toxic. They know it's time to walk away. I think you need to know everything is going to be all right. There's somebody releasing, you know, this fear of needing to know an outcome because maybe this masculine will be rejected when he comes forward. I guess time will tell. But I do feel there's extreme influences forcing somebody to pay attention to this self-sabotaging behavior in order to break free from what's been holding them back from going towards fulfillment and happiness. And I think compromise is a big, big thing. I think whatever this person has gone through is only making them stronger. I think the worst of a toxic situation is over. And I think maybe this masculine fears reaching out. But I think if you're the masculine, reach out. I do think this feminine does still miss you. And I think, you know, there's a lot of gratefulness when it comes to this connection. I think this masculine is looking at this Empress now as a gift to their life and a gift to their heart's treasure. And I think somebody really lost their way, and it's time to return and finish out a cycle. I think it's really time because Spirit says you're ready. You're ready. And I think an open mind really is what is needed because there's a destined fated reconciliation around the corner. And if you've been feeling this, if you're the feminine and you've been feeling this, you're right. Get ready because somebody's coming back from the past and you do know this person. And I feel a lot of attraction. Somebody walked away and they're coming back for their love is kind of what I feel in the energies today. That's what I got for a message, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If it did, and you would like to book a personal reading, please feel free to check out that description box below. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.